Welcome back. Today, we have a wild one from the African Youth Chess Championships. Boshoma versus Sana, a women fide master from the Pearl of Africa. But here's the crazy part. These players are about to follow the footsteps of giants. We are going to see an opening line played by Super Grandmaster Peter Svidler back in 2001. Let's see if they can handle the heat. We blitz through the opening. E4, E5, knight F3, knight C6, and D4, the Scotch gambit. Boshoma makes a point. We are here to fight. Takes, bishop C4, and now E5. White attacks the knight immediately. This is technically the Scotch gambit, but it often transposes into the Max Lang attack. Basically, it means I don't care about my pawns, I want your king. Black strikes back in the center with D5. Bishop pins the knight, knight E4 hopping in, and white takes on D4. We have tension in the center, pieces are flying everywhere. Bishop C5 developing, bishop E3 defending. Black castles, standard stuff, right? Wrong. Takes, takes. Bishop takes, knight takes. We are trading down, but look at the board, it's still a mess. White gets greedy with bishop takes C6. Black ignores it and activates the rook on B8. Queen trades? No thanks. Black castles, white castles, and black chomps the pawn on B2. White plays knight C3. Now pause the video. Believe it or not, we are essentially still following a game between Yi Jiangchuan and Peter Svidler back in 2001. Two absolute legends, both rated nearly 2,700. So if you think this looks random, think again. These kids are playing high-level prep. But here's where we go off-road. Svidler's game went differently, but here black plays rook takes c2, a hungry rook. White tries to stabilize, but look at move 17, knight d3, the octopus knight. It is creating threats everywhere. White tries to complicate things with knight d5, takes, takes, takes. White throws in a check on the back rank, rook b8 check, but black calmly blocks with rook d8. And here is the tragedy. White plays rook A to B1. They're doubling up to create a battery. They think they're attacking, but this is a blunder. Why is this bad? It prevents white from recovering the lost piece. White needed to play queen takes knight D3, threatening black's rook on C2. Remember, the rook on D8 is pinned to the king by the white rook. But black plays rook b2. Are you kidding me? What is this move? Disconnecting the battery and attacking the rook? Disrespectful. Takes, takes. White plays rook d1, trying to pin the knight, but black just pushes the c-pawn. You can't touch me. White takes the pawn on c5. Wait, is that a blunder? Black plays rook b7. No, wait, black organizes with rook d7. Everything is solid. The knight on d3 is essentially a god piece right now. White pushes e6, trying to create chaos. Takes, takes with check. King goes to the corner, and white looks at the board and realizes, wait a minute, I'm down a full piece. The knight on d3 is still alive. The attack is gone. The game is over. White resigns. An absolute tragedy for the 1800, but a clinical finish from the 2000. Don't be greedy with pawns, folks. Develop your pieces. If you enjoyed this game, click the sub button. Get out of here.